Good evening. Welcome. It's, what is it, 25 past 5 on a Sunday. So not a normal time for a Facebook Live, but here I am ready to give you a quick rundown of 3 of my absolute favorite apps, tools when it comes to social media. So if you're watching this and you want me to give a more kind of in-depth review of any of these 3 tools, then do let me know and I'll happily come and do that, shortly in a few days or at some point over the next few weeks. I can kind of do one of these more in depth. So let me know if that's something that you'd be interested in. So the 3 tools that I'm going to show you today are all tools that I use for social media. So the first one is one that I use for planning out my social. The second one is one that I use for actually scheduling my social. And the third one, I'm kind of torn between which I'm going to show you for the third one. So if you're watching this live, let me know which of these would be more interesting to you. So one of them is actually another scheduling tool, but it offers kind of content ideas and content inspiration, and is really fun. And the other one is a design app that I use to kind of create graphics. So if you're watching this and you have a preference, then let me know before I get to number 3, and I'll make sure that I give you that one. So let's start with number 1. So number 1 is the kind of tool that I use to plan out all my social media. It's called Airtable. It's basically kind of like a glorified spreadsheet, essentially, but I find it just works perfectly when it comes to planning. So I'm going to share my screen and take you into Airtable. So this is Airtable. I'm not going to give you like a massive kind of in-depth tutorial on this because, like I say, if you want that, I can do that separately. This is really just to kind of give you a quick and simple guide. So let me take you into, this is the kind of base that I use to plan out my content for my food blog. So it's fairly sparse at the moment because my food page is actually the one I'm kind of least organized with, and most of the time it's rather dead. But this is enough to give you an idea. So basically you can create your own kind of tables here. So these are all kind of editable. You can see that there are different types. So you can have just plain text. You can have ones where there's a drop down and you can pick various options. You can have ones where you can upload attachments. So that's great if you are using images or video or anything like that. You can kind of upload all of these things. And so you can kind of create the headings that you want. But it's just, I find it just a bit better than something like Excel or Google Sheets for this purpose, just because you've got that added kind of level of customization. So this is fab. Like I say, if you want me to do a more in-depth kind of tutorial on this and how I use it, then let me know and I will happily create one. So that's Airtable. My second app that I wanted to show you today, let me just remove that, is the one that I use for actually scheduling out my posts. And this is for Facebook and Instagram. And the tool is essentially Facebook's own scheduling tool, which is the Facebook kind of publishing tools and content creator. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to share my screen again and I will show you that. This is fab because it's free. Airtable is also free. So Airtable has a paid option, but I am using the free version, and that gives me everything I need to do all my social media planning for both my accounts, but also all my clients as well. So it's probably going to be, you're not going to need the paid version either. So this is also free. Obviously, this is Facebook's own tool, and it is fab. So I'm going to take you. Whoops, I've pressed the wrong thing. I'm going to take you into the publishing tool. So you basically just go into your own page, and then you click on publishing tools. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Okay, and then down this left-hand side, you just click Create a Studio. And this is fab. So this is where you can kind of create your posts. You can schedule your posts. So literally, you can choose the page that you want to post, schedule a post for. Then you just click on Post Something, and you kind of carry on. And this then looks much like as if you were normally posting on a page. The only brilliant thing is that, let's just type something in, you can, unlike now on normal pages, you can schedule. So you can schedule stuff ahead. So I use this from all my Facebook scheduling. I don't actually do a lot of Instagram scheduling, but you can, as you can see, you can connect this up to Instagram too, and you can use it to schedule out all your Instagram stuff too. So it's fab, it's free, it's connected to Facebook, which means that it's going to be their preferred scheduling tool, and they're going to give, generally speaking, and this isn't something that they say, but it's something that I found, and I know that other people I've spoken to have found the same. When you use their tool, posts, I think, tend to get more reach than when you're using someone else's tool to schedule posts. I'd love to know what you found as well, if that's something that you have noticed. Okay, so my final tool, I don't think I've had any comments, so I haven't had any preferences given. So I am going to show you I think I've already shown Canva a few times recently, which is my design tool that I use to create graphics. So I'm not going to show you that one today. I'm going to show you another fun little scheduler that I use. I use it only for scheduling Twitter for a client of mine. But the thing that I really love it for is that it has a section where it actually kind of gives you content inspiration. And so it's a great just added resource if you're feeling kind of really got real mental block and you don't know what to post that day. I often kind of dip into Post Planner. Post Planner is what it's called. And let me show you. So I'm going to share my screen again. Here we go. And this is Post Planner. Whoops. Let me log in. Hold on. I probably should have done that before going live. Okay, so Post Planner, as I say, you can connect it up to your social accounts and you can use it just as a normal scheduler. But the thing that I love it for is this bit here, where it's giving you, so this find section here, you can just get so much fab content inspiration. So you can see here it picks out all these kind of the kind of most popular topics here. So let's say look, quotes, and it just gives you a ton of like quotes, and so you've got photos and statuses that you can choose from, and it just gives you some great inspiration. You've got, I mean, let's have a look. Interesting. So some of it's super random. But it just, when you've got that kind of mental block, I love it. I just kind of dive into it and it just kind of gets the kind of creative juices going again. Another thing here, so you've got all your different industries here. So if you've kind of got a specific industry, you can kind of get more specific content for your industry. It's also got status ideas here, so great kind of conversation starters and questions. You've got the kind of brand building stuff, fill in the blank stuff. There's so much stuff here. Like I say, I'm not going to give you a massive kind of in-depth tutorial here. But if you're watching this and you think, oh, I would love a more in-depth tutorial on any of the tools that I've shown you today, then just let me know and I will happily go more in depth next time round. So those are my three favorite tools, or three of my favorite tools that I use for social. Certainly they're the three tools that I probably use the most, with Canva up there as well. So just a quick run through. We've got Airtable that I use for all my social content planning. We've got, what was the second one? My mind's gone blank. Oh, Facebook's own creator tool, which is what I use for scheduling for both Facebook and Instagram. And then lastly, we had Post Planner, which is a fun little tool, a little scheduler tool that actually I don't really use much for scheduling, apart from, as I said, for Twitter. But I mean, it is great for that. I just prefer Facebook's own kind of native tool for Facebook and Instagram. But it is brilliant for just content inspiration when you're feeling a real mental block, just to kind of get things flowing again. So I hope you found that helpful. If you're not already in my Facebook group, Social Media Strategies for Small Businesses, head over there. We are right in the middle of a 31-day content challenge where we are showing up every single day to really get that consistency going and kind of get that momentum going on our pages. So this is actually a post that I'm doing as part of that challenge. So if you want to learn more, if you want to get daily prompts yourself so that you can start to see that momentum on your page, then come join us in Social Media Strategies for Small Businesses. It's not too late to join. We've still got the rest of the month, so you can kind of join anytime. I would love to see you in there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I shall see you soon. Take care.